Welcome to Talk Nice Podcast. I am your host, Ferrari Fresh, and I want to say thank you for tuning in to Talk Nice Podcast. Every episode goes to every digital platform such as iHeartRadio, Spotify, iTunes, Tidal, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, and so on and so on. You're on your way to work, on your way to school, or just out hanging out. You need a little substance. You want to laugh. You want to be in the know. Check us out on any one of those platforms. Also, head over to the YouTube at Talk Nice Podcast. Hit the like button. Make sure you guys subscribe. And certainly smash the notification bell to be notified every time we drop new content. Today's episode is going to be What Ifs. This is part 2 of What Ifs. You can go head over to the last episode and listen to that. That was also What Ifs. This is part 2, What Ifs. So, I want to start by asking, what if the oceans dried up? What do you guys feel? What do you guys think? If the ocean dried up, if the ocean dried up, we would still have access to underground water. To groundwater. You might get some underground hydroponic farms and stuff like that. It might still be working. But on the surface, plants and animals will become dried out immediately. You know, trees could survive for a while without water, but eventually it will become so dry that the fires will span the continent. So that would be kind of spooky, right? I wanted to also say, what if computers took over the world? Which they kind of already are taking over the world. But we're on computers by choice. We're on our phones by choice, which are like mini computers, like handheld computers. So this is why I encourage a lot of young adults. And I would also encourage you parents who have young adults, who are raising young adults, to probably send them to Job Corp or trade school. If you have a trade under your belt, you won't have to worry about a robot taking your space or a computer replacing you. You see, Batman has a lot of tools on his utility belt. So even if you go to trade school and you never use that trade, at least you have it on your utility belt to save you in a time of need. Right? So that's my answer to that. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think about that. What if money could not buy happiness? Now, a lot of people say money can't buy happiness. Money can't buy happiness. That's bullshit. I don't know. Money buy me happiness because I like when I buy a new pair of sneakers, I feel good. When I buy new clothes, I feel good. Buy a new car, I feel good. Now, these are materialistic things, but if you simply give me money, I'll feel good. If I find money, I feel good. I'm happy. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't know. I do know, but I don't know what y'all be talking about. Money can't buy happiness, you know. What if no one hear a sound? What if we didn't communicate? And what if we weren't able to hear sound? You know, that would be kind of crazy. How would we communicate? Would we still be able to communicate? And that would be kind of spooky, right? What if someone wrote a story about you? Would you be the hero or the villain? And as for me, I really can't answer that. I don't know will I be the hero or the villain. We all was born. Excuse me for the rattling. I got a pack of Mrs. Fields, and I'm tempting to bust these open, but I'm on the air conversating with you lovely people. But if someone wrote a story about me, I don't know if I would be the villain or the hero. Because guess what? We was all born with good, bad. We all do good, we all do bad. So I really can't answer that. But there's some thoughts for the mind, something to think about. You know? You guys have any what ifs? Drop a comment in the comment section in YouTube and I will definitely respond. And we would definitely chop it up. I can see your point of view, you can see my point of view. And just let me know some of the weird what ifs you might have. Because I would say if I could change one thing in the world or the history, what would it be? I would have to go back to yesterday's episode and say again, I would love it if we can take turns being rich and poor. Or if not necessarily poor, we take turns being rich. Today I'll be rich. Tomorrow I'll be poor. If not poor, I'll just go back to whatever my financial status was. Whether that's living paycheck to paycheck, whether I was 6 figures up or whatever it was, I'll go back. We can go back to that. But that would be great if we can go. That would help with homelessness. That would help give the world a balance if we took turns being rich and poor. So today I'm rich, today you're poor. Tomorrow I'm poor, today is your day to be rich. That would be really dope. That would solve a lot of problems with homelessness, especially if the money is being printed every day. It's a lot of money in circulation. If you got all these billions and millions and trillions of dollars for lottery, then maybe we could take turns being rich. If not rich, we can take turns having a nice amount of money every day. 20,000, 10,000, even 5,000 for every citizen in the world. Or at least every American citizen, right? Let's say that. 5,000 today, tomorrow I'm poor or back to my regular financial status. And then we take turns, and that would be a great situation. It'll be a great way to stimulate the economy on a constant basis. And that'll be the answer, you know. You dig. So this is Talk Nice Podcast. Real quick, this episode is sponsored by Fresh Cafe Coffee. Fresh Cafe Coffee is imported blends from all parts of the world, such as Mexico, Peru, Spain, Honduras, Ethiopia, Guatemala, Africa, Tanzania, Brazil, Costa Rica, and some of the blends is French vanilla, hazelnut, Mexican chocolate, chocolate hazelnut, cinnamon hazelnut, caramel, pumpkin spice, mocha, cinnabon, turtle, mint, and candy cane. Whiskey barrel aged. Tanzania also has a Peru decaf Swiss Watt. And you have Bailey Blue, Brazil Santos, Colombia. It's a lot of blends. It's all natural. It's a great, smooth, non-acidic taste. The coffee is superb. And for you coffee lovers, I mean, most people is accustomed to going to the corner store drinking the coffee from the Arabs or the Hispanic corner store, right? But you don't know a good coffee until you have a good coffee. I had a great coffee from this Dominican spot some time ago. And man, the first time I took a sip, I knew what good coffee was. It was a spot in East New York on Pickett and Miller, right on the corner. It was a Dominican restaurant, and the coffee was just out of this world, I promise you. Now, I've drunk coffee in the corner store here and there, but Fresh Cafe has that premium taste. You can definitely check them out. Just Google freshcafe.store. That's freshcafe.stores. Also, you can head over to their Instagram. They have an Instagram page, and that is also called Fresh Cafe Stores. So the Instagram is Fresh Cafe Store. And honestly speaking, I am the owner of Fresh Cafe Store. So if you guys want to support, show some love. And outside of supporting and showing love, if you guys like a righteous cup of coffee in the morning, check out Fresh Cafe Store. Again, that's freshcafe.store. I appreciate the support. And enjoy your coffee. Give it a shot. I mean, if you don't like it, you don't never got to buy it again. The prices are inexpensive. We have single cups. We also have bags of coffee. Check us out. Okay, well, back to the show. This is Talk Nice Podcast, and we're still on what ifs. What if you rely on talk nice to get you through your day. Talk Nice Podcast. No, but honestly speaking, what if you could relive any moment in your life? Whatever you wish to. What moment would you choose? If you could relive. What if you could remember everything that happened to you from the time you were born? That's kind of dope. If you had a sharp memory and you could just remember everything from the time you was born. You know, I would definitely just cherish every moment with the loved ones that we lost, you know. What if you could spend your life never sleeping? Imagine if you never went to sleep. What would that feel like? What would that look like? What would you do with the extra hours in each day? And that's good, because 24 hours in a day. Let's say we spend 8 hours at work, roughly 8 hours sleeping, and then I guess the other 8 hours would be spending time with your family. So if you never sleep, you would basically have the whole 24 hours to build your dream and build foundation or whatever it is you're trying to do with yourself. You know? And these are just some thoughts for the mind. Like I said, this is just a fun podcast. It's something to just get away, you know? And just something to think about, some thoughts for the mind. What if you had to spend 100 days in the desert on an island alone? Nah, man, I hate the heat, so I wouldn't appreciate that, you know? What if you were the president of the United States? How would you handle that? What would you do? I'm tired of wearing these headphones. I'll sit those down for a minute. What if you were the only person on Earth? That would be so boring and so lonely and just, you know. I'm sorry, you guys. I couldn't resist. I took a bite of the cookie. So excuse me for eating on the air. So, what if you was the only one who exists in the world? I think that could be a good and a bad thing. If you was the only one that exists in the world, I mean, all the pressure will probably be on you to do everything, get everything done. But then again, you're the only one in the world. You could do whatever you want to do. You would be the inventor of all things. You probably wouldn't need money. You would definitely need food. What would that look like? How would you eat? Now, am I the only one in the world with food and with money still in rotation? So that's something to elaborate on. If you woke up and discovered you was the only person on Earth, kind of spooky and boring. What if you woke up in the morning with only the clothes you sleep in, or all alone in another country, unable to speak the country's language? Oh my God. That would be crazy. But I'll tell you guys what. I'm gonna ask a few more, and I'm gonna go. Let me think of a few real quick. What if you could only talk in rhymes and meters? Yo, imagine if everything you said was a rhyme. Like talk nice, pork rice, fork twice, short ice, soft ice. Oh man, that would probably be some dope shit though. What if you could live anywhere in the world? Where would you live? Talk to me nice, people, talk to me. Where would you live? If you could live anywhere in the world, where would you live? What if you found out your house was infested with snakes? I hate mice. I hate roaches. I hate ants. Could you imagine your house being infested with snakes? What if you had a money tree growing in your backyard? That'd be lit. If I had a money tree in the backyard, shit, unlimited access to everything. You know? What if you could have any job you wanted? What if you could marry someone famous? Whether they like living or dead, it don't matter. What if you could marry someone famous, who would it be? Yo, what if you wore one color for the rest of your life? That'd be some craziness. What if you lost everything tomorrow? Who would you run to for comfort? This is Talk Nice Podcast. I want to eat these cookies. It's been fun chopping it with you guys. I appreciate the support. I'm sorry if I sound unprofessional, but like I said, this is ours. We're human. We're entitled to make mistakes. We do what we want to do. Most importantly, we just getting the content out there. We're giving you some thoughts. We're giving you some value, and that's the purpose of this. You guys enjoy your day. Talk Nice Podcast. Appreciate the support, the listens, the like, the shares, the comments. Have a good one. It's Talk Nice, so talk nice or don't talk twice. You dig? This is the podcast to talk about. Tap in, tell a friend about us. And what if? You dig?